All right, now let's talk about when you have to run to the ball and get back to your base. Okay, so I showed you how to do it when the ball's not that difficult by just establishing and defending your base. So just little rhythm steps or small steps, whatever you want to call it. We call them rhythm steps, okay? So keeping the feet the same distance apart. But now, in tennis, you're sometimes going to have to sprint. Most of the time, you're sprinting when people move you around. You're sprinting to the ball first, and then you have to establish that base. And this is what people have a lot of trouble with, especially recreational players, to get back to the base. So what we want to do is use the stutter step, right? So the stutter step is going to get me back to my base. So when you listen to professional footwork, you know, you hear them, they're running, and then you hear the feet doing little steps before they hit the ball. The reason they do it is like that squeaking noise you hear at the US Open. All the time when you watch TV, you hear a squeaking of the feet. It's because of what I'm showing you here, those little stutter steps, little steps around the ball, and then when they're running, they have to brake. If you're in a full sprint, you have to brake because you don't want to be running while you're hitting, ideally, right? So you want to slow down at least or come to a full stop, load before you hit. So to get to that position, you have to sprint and then stutter step to establish that base. So let me just show you how we practice it. So Subhash, come in, stand to the left of center. Okay, so I'm going to have him stand, I'm going to have him sprint to the right first, to his right. And I want him to beat the ball to the bounce. I'm going to toss him an easy ball, and again, you do it at your own speed, even if you walk it out first. Let's just show them how you walk it out first. Okay, do your drop step. No, do your drop step, walk it out. Walk out to the side. Okay, stutter step. Load. Okay, do it one more time. All right, so walk it out first. Wide base. Drop your step, walk it out. Walk, small steps, load. Okay, so that's how you want to do it at home, kind of at that pace. That's the progression. So you walk it out first. When you get close to the ball, make your steps smaller, and then find your base. And it doesn't really matter if the base is semi-open, open, or neutral. Whatever feels comfortable at that point, that's what you do. But the balance is much more important than the stance. Most of the time when you go for those wide kind of shots, it's more beneficial to play them open stance because it's going to get you back to your recovered positions a little bit better. But you find your stance, you find your base that feels good to your balance at that point. I don't care if it's neutral or open, as long as your feet are not too close together or too far apart. All right, so watch carefully. I'm going to toss him the ball, and I'm listening for those stutter steps before he loads. Okay, run, stutter step, load. Very good. Back. 2 more times. Wide base, jump rope, run, stutter step, load. See, that time he was slow off the mark, you could tell. Okay, ready steps, and run, stutter step. Very good. All right, so that's the movement to the right. Now, of course, you also have to be able to move in other directions. See, if somebody hits the ball here, he's got to be able to sprint in this direction. So he's got to be able to sprint at an angle, beat the ball to the bounce, and establish his base. And the base is established in this situation by using stutter steps. All right, so watch how he runs forward. Watch, and run, stutter step, load. Very good. One more time. Get into your ready steps, and run, stutter step, load, stop. Very good. Okay, now this time catch the ball and freeze for me. Okay, ready, run, stutter step, load, don't move. Okay, you see how balanced he looks here? And this is kind of what we're looking for. You can freeze yourself every time when you do this, and you can look at this spacing. And the reason we do that stutter step is to create that base. Most of the time, if you don't do the stutter step, if you keep running and then try to load without stuttering, you're going to feel it's very, very difficult to get the consistent base every time.